Everybody, welcome back to Just Keep Parenting. We are excited to have you here. It's another fabulous Friday here on campus and excited to meet with you again. One of the things that I wanted to visit about today that's been on my brain and been very much part of our classroom discussions this week has been modeling for children. Sometimes we just assume that they're going to get it, right, through osmosis or through our words. But we've had some really great experiences this week, and the teachers have been so excited about it. Had some situations where communication hasn't been the best. And number one, that's because some of my teachers are not using direct language with children, right? We know that sometimes we speak in with unclear language with them, and they need very clear language to really understand what we're meaning, right? So you can look back on some of the other videos on how to speak to children, and that'll give you some hints to that. But one of the things that we've been talking about this week is, even with our unclear language that some of the teachers are still using as they're learning, we've been trying to be very specific with children as far as modeling goes. And so some of it is because of a second language barrier, but some of it's because there's some processing that we're still trying to figure out with certain children. And so as I visited with one of my colleagues about, how can we help this happen, she gave us some specific ideas, and she said, model for them, which we have been doing, but not as specific as we did this week. And so when we would say, well, you need to go put your clip back, many of the teachers just take the clip and put it back, right? Rather than showing the child and then having the child go and do it. And I was in the classroom this week, so I modeled that for a child, and some of the teachers were watching, and then we talked about it during debriefing. And so I said, go put your clip back. And I went over and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the clip back on the paper. And she said, oh. And I said, now it's your turn. So I took the clip off, gave it to her. She went back and put the clip on. And so as we've been noticing that some kids are having a hard time with that peer entry, I know I want to be a friend, but I don't know how to join the group. Or I have this stuff on from the castle. I have a sword and I have a helmet and I have my armor, but I don't know what to do with it, right? So I just kind of stand around and stare at other children. And so we had teachers in there this week that just were so excited during debriefing as they said, yes, we got to play together. And so I was playing with them and I was modeling and saying, okay, well, if you want to play with, then you need to go say, can I play with you? And let's do this. And so as we would model for children, the expert that I was talking to said, it's 10 to 20 seconds. It's not tiring. It's not tiresome. It's 10 to 20 seconds, right? That I model and say, hey, Miss So-and-so, can I play at your center? And she says, yeah, come on over, right? So then I say to the child, do you want to, you need to follow that. And so then they would say, can I play at this center? Yeah, come on in, right? And so we just think that sometimes those skills are so easy for children to do, and they're not for some children. Some children they are, right? So that power of modeling, even though it's not one of Becky Bailey's powers, it's been really powerful to us this week in the classroom of being intentional with our words with children and recognizing that it's not just about talking peer entry, it's not just about watching children play, but sometimes we have to model how to play. I remember when I first started here at the university, Dr. Craig Hart had a book about the power of modeling with children, right? And he talks about a pizza party and having your child's friends over, and you're going to make pizza and do it together, and you are one of the friends. You're not the parent, so to speak, but you're modeling for your child how to have that interaction with their friends. And I just was reminded of that this week again as the teachers came out so excited that, yes, it works. And it was only just a snip in and a snip out, but it worked so well with the children. So hats off. Hats off to the power of modeling this week and just showing the children, because sometimes we just assume they're going to get it and some of them don't. So model, model, model. That's what we're going to do this week. So shoot me off an email at dory_haas@byu.edu, or leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know how modeling worked for you this week. Have a great weekend, everybody.